Hello, beautiful ladies. Welcome back to Mrs. Me Time. We are going to do something a little different today. As you all know, I've been having a little bit of health challenges over this new year. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to take a small healing road trip here in Puerto Rico. I am going to be going to a famous natural hot springs located here on the island. These hot springs have been known for centuries of healing and restorative properties. This trip is not just about sightseeing. This is also a part of my personal reset journey. As again, this top of the year has been a little bit challenging, I decided to start a juice feast on March 1st. And today is day 5. And I decided that while my body is going through this cleansing process, it would be a perfect time to do something nurturing and healing for myself. And that's exactly why I'm heading to the hot springs today, because sometimes healing isn't just about what you remove from your life, it's also about what you intentionally add right back into your life. And it is also a sign, or very important, I should say, as a part of resetting after 50. One thing I've been thinking about a lot lately is how women 50 and beyond need to create moments where they can reset their bodies and their minds. For so many years, so many of us were in constant motion, working, raising kids, raising families, taking care of everyone else. And often we didn't stop long enough to ask ourselves one simple question. And that's, what do I need now? And I'm always asking that question. What do I need now? A reset looks very different for every woman. Sometimes it's changing what you eat, or doing what I'm doing now, a juice fast. Sometimes it's creating a quiet space. Sometimes it's stepping away from routine and simply exploring something new. And sometimes it's as simple as taking a road trip to soak in healing waters. The healing power of the hot springs. I'm so excited to experience this today. The hot springs, like the ones we're going to visit today, they're heated by geothermal activity underground. The water rises through mineral rich rocks and becomes infused with things like sulfur, magnesium, and other natural minerals. For hundreds of years, people have believed these waters help with relaxing muscles, improving circulation, reducing stress, and supporting overall wellness. Now, let's be honest, this isn't magic water that solves every problem in life, but warm mineral water, it just relaxes you and it helps you slow down. That combination can just help you recover from stress. That's what it's known to do. And for me, right now, during this juice feast, it feels like the perfect complement to what I'm doing in my life. My body is currently detoxing. I'm definitely reflecting a lot. And today I get to sit in warm, natural spring water and just be still for a little while. There is a true beauty in discovering Puerto Rico, and I'm so happy and blessed to be living here. And one of the things I love about being here is that this island is full of hidden gems, like this amazing spring. We have beautiful mountains, small historic towns, and a lot of other natural healing places that have been here for generations. Sometimes when you live somewhere, you forget to experience it like a traveler. But that's something that I know I'm going to be more intentional about in the future. And I want to continue to explore the island, and I'm going to share that with you as much as I can, just by taking small day trips, just go to different towns, just to discover new places, and just to allow myself to enjoy the environment around me, because life is not just about responsibility, it's also about experiences. And these experiences are powerful for me now because I am on this healing journey. And this juice feast has been very interesting. I'm 5 days in, and I've definitely noticed a few things. First, I've become very aware of how much my daily routine revolves around food. And beyond that, fasting also creates space for reflection. So I've had a lot of quiet time to kind of sit with myself and reflect, and that's been beautiful and magical. I began to ask myself deeper questions about my health, my habits, and how I treat my body. And for me, this feast is not about weight loss at all. It's about resetting. It's about resetting my digestion, resetting my energy, and resetting my relationship with how I nourish my body. And combining that with my visit to the hot springs today, it just feels like a beautiful way to support this amazing process. Because healing rarely happens from just one action. Healing usually happens through layers of care. I am resting this week. I'm moving my body through yoga and just stretching this week. Of course, having good nutrition through these amazing juices. I'm spending a lot of time in nature. I'm also spending a lot of time in peace with myself. I'm doing a lot of meditation. And all of these working together, it's been a beautiful and eye opening experience. One of the messages I really want women in this community to take to heart is this: it's never too late to prioritize your well being. Many of us were raised in environments where women were expected to give, give, give. But this season of life can be something different for us. This can be a season where we begin to ask us some real questions, ourselves some real questions like, what restores me? What excites me now? What helps me feel strong again? And for some women, that might be travel. For other women, that might be fitness. And you know what? And it could be spiritual growth. Sometimes it's simply taking a small adventure like today's trip to the hot springs, just something simple like this. Little by little, these experiences help us to reconnect with ourselves. I'm so excited to, go to go to the hot springs. And again, I hope you enjoy this experience with me. So I've arrived at the hot springs, and it's absolutely beautiful and peaceful. The water is warm, relaxing, and surrounded by mountains. You can immediately feel the calm atmosphere. This is the kind of place where you naturally slow down. No rushing, no stress, just warm water, fresh air, and quiet time to breathe. And honestly, I think we all need more moments like this. Moments where we stop doing and just start being. As I sit here, I'm reminded that healing doesn't always happen in big dramatic ways. Sometimes healing is quiet. Sometimes it looks like a woman sitting in warm mineral water after a long season of life. Sometimes healing looks like a road trip, a journal entry, or a walk through nature. And sometimes healing looks like simply giving yourself permission to say, today is for me. Thank you for coming along with me on this little healing journey today. If you ever find yourself visiting this beautiful island of Puerto Rico, I recommend you take some time to truly enjoy nature and the natural beauty of this island. And for the women watching this channel, especially those of you 50 and beyond, remember this: your life is not winding down. In many ways, it's winding up. This can be the chapter where you redesign your health, your curiosity, and your joy. Sometimes all it takes is one small road trip, one new experience, or one intentional moment of self care to start that process. If you enjoyed spending this time with me today, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with another woman who might need a little encouragement to take her own me time. Because here on this channel, we're building a community where women support each other, uplift each other, and remind one another that it's never too late to create a life that feels nourishing and joyful. And until next time, take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next Mrs. Me Time. Bye.